Hello everyone, Late Blight here, back with another old DOS game. This game happens to be Shadow Knights, one of the old softest games that id Software made back in the days before they got really popular with games like Wolfenstein 3D and of course Doom. This is, I believe this game came out after the Dangerous Dave games, but it uses similar animation routines, I think. I assume it uses probably fairly similar EGA graphics code. Anyway, the reason I'm making this video is because Lucajin, as some of you probably know, recently started Let's Playing Quest for Glory 3, which is awesome, by the way. I am really very glad that that Lucajin is Let's Playing Quest for Glory 3. Most of you who know me probably know that I did Let's Play Quest for Glory 1 and 2. And I didn't do the third game for a couple of reasons. First of all, I just didn't know it that well. And I guess that sort of dovetails into the second reason, which is that it wouldn't have been a good game for me to play because I wasn't really... it didn't have a lot of memories for me. It didn't resonate the way some other games do with other people. And I'm really glad that Lucajin is doing it because... Whoops. I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing here. I'm sort of focusing on the game as I'm playing it, but I'm also focusing on what I'm saying. So it's sort of one of those situations where, hey, I fail at dodging that arrow. It's one of those situations where you sort of try to do too many things at once and then fail at all of them. Anyway, I'm very glad that Lucajin is doing it because she is a person who really likes that game. She really loves that game. She is somebody who played it when she was young, in her youth, in her relative youth, and I didn't play it until I was much older, and so I don't have a lot of fond nostalgic memories about it the way I do about Quest for Glory 1 and 2. I really am passionate about those games. I love those games. And stupid dogs. And so I was sort of, able to inject a passion into my Let's Plays of those two games that I just wouldn't have been able to do with the third game. And so I'm very glad that Lucajin is playing Quest for Glory 3. I really think that she is a good person to play it, much better than I. She's the right person to do it. I would not have been the right person to do it. And I implore you, please go ahead and watch her Let's Play of Quest for Glory 3 if you haven't already done so. I'll post a link to the first video in the description for this video. And Lucajin was very kind to me. She mentioned me in glowing terms, which I'm not sure that I really really deserve, but I'll take them anyway. Thank you very much, Lucajin. Thank you for speaking well of me, and of course for Let's Playing Quest for Glory 3. In a larger sense, it's struck me time and time again that I have a fair number of subscribers. I have, and actually I got some new subscribers because of Lucajin's video, because she talked about me, and I suddenly got a flood of new subscribers because of that. And I'm up to almost 2,000 now, which is, in some ways it's not a lot of people, but in other ways it really is, and I'm being very careless with this game, and I just did something really stupid because I'm just kind of jumping into danger. Shake hands with danger. Which, by the way, is apparently a good album by TRS-80. Anyway, 2,000 people is not a whole lot of people in some senses in the grand scheme of things, but it's really more people than I ever thought I would have following me on YouTube. And you folks have really been the best, honestly. You folks have always been just the best group of subscribers that a YouTuber could ever hope to have. You've always been very supportive of me, very patient with me through various pauses and delays in releasing new videos. You folks have just been very kind, always there with great comments, great insights, great just great all around. You guys have been fantastic, and I'm very grateful to have viewers like you. And so the reason why I'm making this video, besides showing off Shadow Knights, which I'm kind of doing badly at, but it's still a good game, which I wanted to show off because it's a good game. The other primary reason why I'm really making this video is I'm starting a poll. I'm putting a vote out to you folks, to you, the viewers. And what I wanted to ask is I'm planning on doing another Quest for Glory game. I've already done the originals of 1 and 2, and I did Quest for Glory 4, which people liked, obviously, because it's, and they should have, because it's a great game. But I want to kind of complete the circle a little bit by playing another game. And specifically, I guess all that's left, because Dakari Freak already did Quest for Glory 5 and Lucajin's doing 3. And I frankly didn't really care much for the 5th game. Again, it was good, but it was just too 3D, too not really my kind of game. I wouldn't have been a good person to play that game. But I am considering and making plans to do either the remake of Quest for Glory 1, the VGA remake that Sierra did, or the fan-made remake of Quest for Glory 2. Of course, Sierra redid many of their games in VGA versions later on, and they did release a VGA remake of Quest for Glory 1. And I guess it was just a couple of years ago that a fan-made remake of Quest for Glory 2, Trial by Fire, came out. And I still feel like I kind of owe an apology to the community for how I first reacted to that fan-made remake of Quest for Glory 2 when it came out, because I was really very cruel to that game when it first came out. I still have my video that I put out back then, where I was complaining about the game because it was too colorful. It was in 256 colors, and especially it used the mouse. And I'm complaining, oh, it has this point and click interface which I don't like, and the graphics look weird. Why do they look like that? And it was just me kind of highlighting the things about the game that weren't true to the original. And it wasn't that it was a bad game, not at all. I mean, it really was a fantastic game, and obviously a lot of work went into it. It was just me kind of being a purist and saying, the things that struck me about the game that I didn't like because they weren't true to the original. And I really didn't think much of it at the time. I really didn't think that people would take it seriously. But I got a lot of comments on it. Obviously, a lot of feedback from people who didn't agree with me. And it struck me after I'd put out the video that a lot of people were watching the video, including a lot of people who had been involved with the making of the game. And when I realized that, I really kind of felt terrible, because I got messages like even from a guy who was involved with the creation of the art in the game. I think he actually might have been the art. I think he was the art director for the game. And I just died because I was stupid. And he was very kind to me after I had just, spent like a whole long video criticizing the game and complaining about, how the graphics were garish and gaudy. The guy who was behind those graphics came to me, and he was very kind and told me that he liked my videos, and he was, he enjoyed my videos and what I'd done, which again was just very, very gracious of him. After I had just spent a video knocking the work that people had spent years on, and for free. I mean, I don't think anybody made any money off the fan-made remake of Quest for Glory 2. It was done by people who did it just for the sheer love of the game, which is fantastic. And then I came along, and I really didn't think that many people would watch the video or take it seriously, but people did. And I released a follow-up video and apologized, but I still feel terrible knowing that it wasn't just I think people realize now, it probably came to be a lot larger than I anticipated it would be. Just like that became a lot larger than I thought it would be. I didn't anticipate having 2 dogs and 2 guys with clubs beating me all at once. Anyway, the point is, the Quest for Glory 2 remake is a great game. And again, I'm putting out a popular vote to you folks about which game you'd like to see me play. So post text comments in the comments on this video. I will go with the popular vote and just play one of those 2 games. One thing that I want to kind of say in advance, just so that you folks are aware, whichever game I end up playing is going to be a game that I'm not really familiar with. because, again, you know, I am a purist. I didn't play the remakes very much. I played both of them, but I didn't really play them many times. Like, I mean, I played the originals of Quest for Glory 1 and 2 probably like 10 times each, or pretty close to it. Whereas both of the remakes, I just kind of played through them once, and I was kind of meh. I mean, they were good. They were both good games. I am a purist. I prefer the originals, and so I am not intimately familiar with the remakes. And so when I end up playing them, I'll be missing a lot of the Easter eggs and a lot of the little hidden things and a lot of the little kind of silly stuff that you find when you poke through a game. So it's going to be me kind of bumbling around and doing a lot of, oh, what's going on? How did that happen? Where am I? I don't know what I'm doing. Kind of like what I'm doing now, except even more egregious. So be aware ahead of time. It's going to be that way. But I hope that I can still make the videos at least watchable. And I think I kind of owe it to the community after being so unkind, after people have been so supportive of me and my efforts, and then me kind of turning around and figuratively kind of throwing it back in everyone's faces. So anyhow, yeah. So what else did I want to say? There were a couple of other things I wanted to say. I wanted to kind of just explain why I do this. I try to play games that, more than anything else, what I really try to do most of the time when I make YouTube videos is, first of all, face the right direction when I'm swinging my spear, and also not stand on top of spears and get killed stupidly like that. But also, more than anything else, I want to highlight new things. I'm not really that much of a nostalgic gamer, and I think that most people who watch my videos watch for nostalgia. They're people who, who play these games in their youth, and they kind of want to look back and remember the games that they played 20 years ago. And I don't dislike nostalgia. Nostalgia is great, but really, I play games to discover new things, not just to cover old ground and kind of do what's already been done before, but to kind of imagine new worlds and new environments and new people, places, and things. I honestly don't play a lot of games like the one I'm playing right now. I don't. I guess that's not true. I shouldn't really say that. I do play a lot of these kinds of action and adventure type, not adventure, but like these action and arcade type of games. But I don't play them seriously. Like, I don't play them as an abiding sort of passion, if you will. Like, I don't play a lot of games like I want to be the guy. People play games like that. I honestly think because they get this real strong sense of accomplishment from being able to play a game like I want to be the guy. You get this sort of sense of, wow, I played through the same room 500 times and I finally beat it, and wow, I feel like I really accomplished something great. I kind of get the opposite. When I end up doing that, I actually kind of end up saying, you know what, I just spent hours on trying to play through that room, and I finally got through, but I kind of feel bad about it now because I probably could have done something a little better with my time. So, I'm a gamer, but I'm not the kind of gamer who plays compulsively just for the sense of winning. I play because I love discovering new things. And that's kind of my philosophy, not only about gaming, but about computing in general. I sort of see computers as a great way to explore and learn and imagine. And that probably sounds very corny, kind of like I'm some third grade teacher who's saying, now remember, children, computers are a great tool for learning about history and geography. I don't mean necessarily in that silly sort of nerdy pedantic sense. I just I don't like doing the same sort of routine in games over and over, which is probably why I'm not much of a role-playing gamer. I don't play a lot of RPGs because I don't like grinding and things like that. And I kind of see myself, this probably sounds a little bit pretentious or whatever, but I sort of see myself with my YouTube channel as kind of an ambassador to games for people who never played these games before. I sort of see myself as someone who can introduce people to to interesting games that are worthy of attention but never really got much attention. And sometimes games like this. I mean, this is a fun game. I don't know if this game is really deserving of everyone playing it, but I think it deserves at least a little bit of historical recognition because it is actually a pretty well-made game, considering I think it's from 1990 or something like that. So it's really old. The smoothness of the movement through the game is pretty impressive for an EGA DOS game from that time period. So I'm a bit of a historian. Again, I'm a bit of a purist, a bit of a pedantic, nutty old, cranky old man. And I'm trying to figure out how to get past that dog without getting hit, but I'll probably just... Oh, no, I did after all. Anyway, so I think that's pretty much it. Is there anything else I wanted to say? Like many other people, I do now have the ability to upload videos longer than 15 minutes, which is great, and I'm glad that I do. And I'm thankful for that as well. But I don't think that I'll go much beyond the existing sort of 10 or 15 minute video format. I don't know that anybody really wants me to. Anybody wants to watch somebody play a game like this for a half an hour or an hour-long episode. I think that I just did something really stupid. I see the longer time limits as more of a safety net, because one of my pet peeves, and I think this is probably shared by a lot of other Let's Players, is I hate when, I hate having to watch the timer, and then when you start running out of time, you reach a situation where you suddenly have to, very quickly end the video. Let's rush through this because I have only a few seconds left, and that's pretty annoying, and it's annoying for the players and for the viewers. So the longer limit I see as more just a safety net, so that if a video goes long, kind of like this one is going, this video is already too long, then you can let it take as long as it needs without having to suddenly abort it and cut it off in the middle. So it is a good safety net for that, but I'm not gonna release hour-long videos or even half-hour-long videos. I'm gonna try to stick to pretty much to the 10 or 15 minute format for the most part, and I think that'll work out well. So yeah, that's what's coming up in the not too distant future, and I think that's it. Thank you again. Not thank you for that or that, but thank you very much to Lucagen for being very kind to me, and all the other Let's Players for bringing great games to the people. Thank you all for the hard work that you do in making videos and bringing games to everyone. I'm very thankful to my fellow Let's Players, and of course I'm very thankful to my fans and my subscribers. Thank you so much, everyone, for not for shooting me with that arrow, that kind of sucked, but but for your subscriptions and your comments and your support and your understanding. You folks have been great. Like I said, you folks have just been the best group of subscribers that a YouTuber could hope to have. So thank you very much, everyone, and I hope for... Why did that happen? What? Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. I think this video has already gone on for too long, so I'll go ahead and cut it off now, but I'm hoping for great things from the future. I am optimistic. Thanks for watching as always, everyone, and yes, do post your votes in the comments below. I will go with the popular vote, like I said, and I'll see you folks in the future soon. Bye-bye for now.